All right. Yeah, no, you can't hear them. Hell yeah. They're talking about Guy Fieri for obvious reasons. You can see his name is Guy Fieri. Oh, man. Yeah. So, we're hanging out. We're almost ready to go. Raspy's getting his stuff done. Oh, Johnny's here. Perfect. We were kind of waiting. Guy Fieri, baby. I'm the king of Flavortown. It's so dumb, dude. I love it. Oh, man. All right, here we go.
Shaw.
I already have. Let's go.
Yay! All right, cool, awesome.
All right.
And we get to do all this stuff here.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. We're not going. There's not a lot happening. Bro. I hate my life, dude. Ugh.
Okay. Make sure I heard myself. I'm good. I'm Gucci. Hello to all of our gamers, geeks, and fellow TTRPG freaks, and welcome
I don't know what's
to
happening.
Origin Tales.
I feel so lightheaded.
We
not the fact that I don't have a
are
brain.
doing something interesting in the fact that we all had a nice long discussion,
Oh, here we go.
and there, since people don't want to listen to Harry Potter music, we decided we're going to
All right. I've done nothing productive all day.
revamp, reset, essentially, and bring this campaign back on track. Because if you've been with us for the long haul and the 20
Back
plus
on
sessions of the previous stuff, we
I'm
were
missing-
all over the place.
Jesus.
Why? Because that's what we do. That's why we were here.
All right.
We were having fun for the most part, but we are trying to bring it back to a more serious style of a campaign. So, a few things have swapped around. And I'm going to give you guys a fun little recap, and then we will get right on into
I'm still with Scout.
all of this.
We're hanging out.
If you have been paying attention
vibing.
since we first had our first session back in January, God, it's almost been a year.
It's so
That's
quiet to me.
crazy.
What's happening?
We had an intrepid
He's fine.
mishmash of party members that became their own party.
Yeah.
Due
our
to
game start.
circumstances of their own making. They accepted a quest to go all the way across the vast continent of Liveros
USA.
to go and check in on kobolds. From there, they started to come across
Across. I can't. Every time I hear
what
it.
was
It's like alls.
rumors and hearsay to actual
It's the same thing.
fact. Rifts themselves that are tearing into this plane from the myriad of others. Our party has gone into a few and come out stronger and richer. And
All right.
interesting things have happened along the way. We've seen the growth of these characters in their bonds between each other and their own self growth itself. Wow, I said itself twice. There we go. Their own self growth. There's too many things to put in here. What?
That feeling when your self growth grows itself.
Yes, I fucking just I love you. There's so many things to count. There's so many different memories here that we can go back and get. We have seen a couple of individuals that have come and gone. We know that
There's a joke
they
there,
are
but, yeah.
present and around here in the continent of Liveros. We have also made canon a few things. The most important of it is Queed for the cats.
I really don't think that's
I think it was
important.
ketchup, but you know, it is what it is.
Ketchup was also introduced, but you guys were just like, yeah, so I went with Queed.
Nah, Pancake Dimension.
Pancake Dimension is another one. we have seen so many different things, and towards the culmination of where we are now, where the party has finally found these kobolds that they were sent
All right.
to find.
Bro. Dude.
I'm sorry. I'm looking over all these things and all the things that we did and getting a little choked up. I'm sorry. We're finally at Fort Winterberry, and we are now finally ready to tackle the true purpose of the campaign. We are going to give a couple of people the opportunity to say goodbye to a couple of characters for reasons, and we're going to say hello to a couple new ones. I think the first one would be, as the party themselves finished talking with the dragon, they were going to focus in on Nox. The dragon, for those of you that have been keeping notes, will have it down as Grelbenarth,
Grelby.
the Lord of Ice, or Grelby, as some affectionately know him as.
Fuck yeah.
They were
Oh. Dude.
offered the quest to go and find out if the one individual who was given permission by Grelby to harvest these rich crystal elemental shards, go and find him. But as we're down here and the party themselves are leaving, we're going to turn it over to Nox. Nox,
There we go. Oh no, what happened? What
this is
happened?
yours.
It's so crazy.
Trying to decide if I'm like doing this in character or just like summarizing.
I was ready to jump in.
Okay.
We don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah, kind of as we exit, as we're like kind of walking back toward the village, he'll just kind of like speak up from the back. You know, he through that entire interaction with the dragon, he had been kind of in his own head, you know, absorbing this energy that he was like singularly focused on. And he's still kind of like as we're walking, just kind of been quiet and speaks up from the back. I believe this is where we should part ways. I appreciate you coming with me all on this journey, but I don't want to hold up your own ambitions with this kobold business. I think I can take care of it myself.
Right. So then you're leaving us.
I think it's more apt to say you're leaving me, but sure, the result is the same.
Finally going to do your true calling as a dragon. Have a
Well,
bunch of kobolds care to your every whim.
well, I have a cabal of worshippers. I have a mountain lair. I have plenty of magic resources to pilfer. I believe I could stay here for a while.
Potentially, but
If you think I'm gonna gravel, you've got another thing coming, buckaroo.
Oh no, you're going to teach the rest of your kind how to grovel.
Ah, they're pretty good at that.
How would you like to be leader of kobolds?
How many kobolds?
How fast do you reproduce?
I don't know, man.
All of them.
There we go. That's the answer I was wanting.
Right. Well, if you're leaving, Ruby will kind of like look around the bag. He's like, "Oh, right, you took it back. Can I have that bag real quick?"
Sorry.
Just like open the bag holding and pull out probably the three bottles she stole from down there.
Oh,
Well, Your Majesty, if you will. You might need these. I'll hand them over to you.
I do.
I know you don't partake, but you might want to start gathering some resources. And I'll give them back to you, because it's your people now.
no, honestly, I didn't expect you to be the first one to be leaving us.
Again, and I hired this group initially, so technically you're all my employees, and I'm just letting you go.
If we're employees, are we getting
We were
paid?
getting paid?
No,
I love the
you're getting
synchronization with
you were
both of
getting
them saying
you were getting paid in exposure.
This sounds like college credit kind of things. I'm not really here
Aw.
for it.
I'm getting extra dimensional visuals in my back right now. Oh no.
Well, I can't say that I'm happy about you leaving us, personally, as I'm not done studying you. But I concede that you are an individual of your own making, to a certain degree. You have a freedom to express yourself in however convoluted of a way it might be.
Just think of how much more there'll be to study when I'm much bigger and more powerful.
Oh, then you better become a lot bigger than you currently are.
Oh, I'm sure he will be. Just don't die.
Honestly, if you replace that crystal dragon down there, that would be a nice welcome change.
It's on the list.
Good. Good.
Looks at Vrick, just like, yes, there's a list.
Oh, Rick is not paying attention at all.
thinking about how he suddenly became in
Yeah.
charge of everybody. What am I gonna do with all these guys? First off, fuck you.
Sound like Skelly from fucking Hades. How did you do that?
Yes! That was a reference and a half.
It was perfect.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
Well, just be safe. And I'll just look at him with a grin. And be kind, Your Majesty.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Slap,
I know
slap-
being a noble is something new to you, but hey, trust
slap
me,
her on the
it's
back.
easy.
Like,
just like, sure. I wish you luck in whatever it is you plan to do next,
Don't worry, we'll send Winter Festival cards.
and I will send my eternal condolences to whoever you encounter next.
Honestly, it wouldn't be the same without the intimidation factor of a dragon, but I think we can manage.
hmm.
You have my sending card. Once you learn the spell, of course.
It's now canon. It's not sending stones, they're sending cards.
Oh,
Sending
Jesus, here we go
cards.
again.
Just business cards.
War never
It's just a
changes.
business card.
Or does it? Did it?
You're looking at a
It's a
stone, and then you
one-time-
blink, and suddenly it's this blank, almost slate-like metal, and it has a shimmering of a glittery script.
It's just like a
Biotite
It's just the
Mika.
iPhone 6.
Fucking, you gotta love Biotite Mika. Best rock there is.
But yeah, I think he'll just like turn around and like swish one of his wings in like a dramatic like cape motion, and just walk back like toward the Kobold village.
You're really extra, you know that, right?
What a fucking show off. Let's pick up a stone and throw it at him.
I know Earth Tremor and we're underground.
The monarchy. Ooh.
If we get a contract, don't think we won't come back for your ass.
Oh, that would be great.
Anywho, wine. That's the right thing to do right now, is it?
All right, y'all are gonna go that way for about a quarter of a mile, take 3 lefts and then a right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Thanks.
it won't get
Wait,
you back
you
to
don't
Fort
give a
Winterberry at all.
Yeah,
But, you know.
y'all don't happen to find a cat around there, some, would you? A really large cat.
No,
Okay.
it might have gotten eaten.
Hmm.
We're kobolds.
If
Think
that
whatever
cat's
eats,
gone
eats
eaten,
him might get indigestion.
We're kobolds.
I don't think gunpowder is good for. It's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, go off. Cha-cha.
Don't do anything stupid. Oh,
Alright.
who am I kidding? Do stupid stuff, I don't care.
Be yourself.
And
That's stupid enough.
scene. At this point, there's nothing much being said.
Okay. So as the party says goodbye, we will show them making their way back up to Fort Winterberry. It's while this is going on that we will quickly flash over to Scout, since you have been estranged from the party.
Damn rocks.
What is-
I haven't done the voice in so long. Give me a second. Go ahead and ask your question.
Macedonia. The question is, comrade, what would Scout have been doing?
I would be hunting around. It is mountains. There are different things to hunt here.
So you made your way back out of the.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit in the rocks for like a week. You know. Like-
Listen, I'm asking you. All right, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, no, I'm
asking
gonna make my way back to Fort Winterberry because I'm not gonna sit there and twiddle my thumbs until someone comes and finds me. I have a map and I'm a hunter. I will be fine. So yeah, we go back to Fort Winterberry. How many days are they gone? Hi, Robbie.
I would say the equivalent of 2.
2 days? Alright, that's fine. Get back to Fort Winterberry, hang out. First things first, I'm gonna check in and see if there's any sort of heat on Scout for having stolen a bunch of things.
And how do you see if you have any heat on you?
Just listening, eavesdropping, seeing what I can see.
Over the course of a day, you lay low. There is some talk about things have gone missing. You also hear about how there was they found the traces of a young murdered guard, and that they caught the wily, ghostly looking individual who did it and have him safely locked up,
Cool.
and how he's protesting his innocence, but they clearly caught him there.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
if you
just-
commit if you can't do the time, don't do the crime, you know?
That's just what a killer would say.
Yeah. I'm innocent. I've never met that man. Yeah, that's what you would say if you murdered somebody. Like, come on. Come on. This is
Objection.
child's play. What'd you say, F.A.?
Objection.
Overruled. All right. Okay. Yeah. If there's no like immediate threat to Scout, I'm probably just gonna vibe and do my little dude thing. I'd probably go out hunting for those days, just seeing what I can see out and about. Kind of. I don't know how far from any sort of forest or anything we are versus like just staying in the mountains, but like just kind of pick a direction and go.
So, as you traverse around the mountains, you occasionally see individuals in what you can only assume are search parties. They look to be adventurers with their gear. However, they seem to be looking for something. You manage to get yourself close to one group, and there is a sense of anxiousness because they're trying to find rifts, and they want to be the first ones to find some rifts. But they're not
Right.
having any luck currently around here.
Okay.
Other than that, you bag yourself a couple of what essentially are bighorn sheep, as well as any of some mountain hares, and you can restock your foodstuffs that way.
No.
with
Anything
some
anything else out of the ordinary?
Make me
Any fire squirrels?
Any fire squirrels? No fire squirrels.
Damn. You were gonna
Ice
have me make a
beetles,
check.
though. Ice beetle. Go ahead and give me doing what Scout does best.
Let's go with this best.
Yes.
This is technically a sleight of hand now, but we will not talk about that. Survival?
No, not sleight of hand. Survival.
No. Actually, survival dropped a lot. Wait.
How did survival drop?
Well, when you give me a +6 and then we take it away, 11 total.
Again, that's what you see. That's how you're able to bag these bighorns, some mountain hares, but
Gotcha.
nothing else really pulls your interest.
Cool.
And so after these 2 days and the party resurfaces, you are all going to find yourselves back at the inn. And I need this. Thank you so much. All right. So
oh,
yeah,
well.
the courageous inn. My apologies.
I guess I can... Are we starting that scene?
The scene for who? Who are you asking?
Being in the inn. All of us meeting back up and finally being
Yes.
together. Okay.
Yes, and don't worry, Severed. I've got you.
Well,
So, and that's how we killed that thing. You know, walking through the door.
well, like... Well,
You know, I'm going to be cleaning blood out of my boots for months.
Ugh. Don't tell me about it.
What did you
Anywho.
do with the other one? Where is?
Well, the other one
Where
we
is
put
he?
inside this like time bubble.
He died.
All right.
No, he was. He wanted to do something down the mountain. Not sure we'll see him very soon.
You're
I
not
said
sure
you
we'll
spell
see him
weird.
very soon, or you are sure we'll see him very soon.
Isn't that the same thing?
No, they're exact opposites.
Oh, right.
They're not the same thing at all.
They're roughly the same thing.
Still
He
exact
wanted to
opposites.
stay.
You want
Anywho,
All right.
how have you been?
I've been alright.
Welcome back, Scout. We've missed you.
I have enjoyed the peace and quiet. There have been other adventurers around, hunting rifts, but they have not been lucky from what I can see. Here,
Well, it's because we're the best at it, aren't we?
this is true. I wanted to kill them, but I didn't get the chance.
Shame.
Duh.
I've heard these tales about someone called a murder hobo. Would you
Couldn't
classify
be
yourself?
us.
I have a home, if that is what you're getting at.
But you do love murder, it seems.
When the opportunity arises. Have you?
Right.
Have you? You've known me for long enough. Have I murdered anyone?
I wouldn't say murder, perchance happenstance, but
Yeah. Well, like, I have yet, in your presence, to shoot a person at all.
Yes.
That the government can prove.
looks at her like hands that are full covered in blood. Me neither.
Then again, I haven't killed anyone either. I just brought someone to the brink of death. By
Exactly.
blowing up
Is
the
it-
brain.
Is it really murder if you're not the one to do it? Like,
We are having this competition in the open, in the middle of a
Yeah,
tavern, by
like-
the way.
what are they gonna do? We're talking about killing. Like, you're not gonna fuck with me.
You're
sit down.
surrounded by soldiers and there's nothing.
Merc
There's
folk.
What are you
a
gonna do
general
about it?
atmosphere.
Yeah.
There's a general atmosphere of just acceptance and keeping your nose out of other people's business.
Just turn to the soldier at the next table. It's not murder, right?
Yeah.
Come here,
Look,
buddy. Like,
I didn't kill
doesn't
him.
matter
I
at
just
all.
I just stopped him from moving while my friends did it. Like, that's not murder.
The
I just
perplexed,
put him
the
out of his
perplexed
misery.
soldier's just like nodding and shaking his head and nodding and shaking his, and he's just trying to follow along with a mouthful of food that's like stuffed and has like gravy coming down and going into his dwarven beard. So he's just
Oh, y'all letting us just defending the peace.
at this point, I've definitely
I
ordered
agree with you,
food
don't
and
I?
drink.
I agree with you on that one, Sonny.
Right. So, any news from this town itself?
They've captured. Speaking of murder, more. I don't know how to do that voice anymore.
Mordor.
I'm giving up at this point.
Mordor.
I hate. Why did I do this to myself? So, speaking of death and killing, they've collected a murderer and have him imprisoned, but you know, he claims to be innocent. Oh wow!
That's what they all say. Any other news about
Do
that?
you know
Seems
something,
to be-
Roy?
Oh no.
No, there is no other news. I like to be around people as little as possible.
Understandable. I think we're bearable. I look at I look at Scout. If I say bearable, I look at him. Does he have any reaction at all?
Inside check.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Where is it? That is a 9.
I mean, he's tolerated you thus far.
Well, you know. Is there
Hey, Johnny, we're
anything?
good people, right?
You ask Johnny that?
Yeah, do you ask Jahi? You good people, go for it.
She just kind of looks over from her plate of food. Her
Where
cheeks
did
are
you get a
kind of
plate of
puffed out
food?
like a little bit like squirrel.
Where did you get a plate of food? I didn't even see you buy it.
It's right here.
Hmm.
It's on the table. I bought for everyone.
Just took someone else's plate.
Yeah, it's just like taking some. You're taking the guard's plate. You just walked over and took it.
What do you think? The 5 platinum doesn't cover everything anytime we come into this town.
Wait, did we give 5 platinum?
Yes.
Oh, bro.
Also, Johnny, before we all fall asleep today, I think we should have a discussion about the plants in your bag.
Kind of just takes another bite of chicken.
I take that as a yes.
Shrugs her shoulders.
It's really good chicken.
Mm.
It's got a hint of some sort of spice to it, so it's got just a little bit of a kick to it, but not too much.
It's lemon pepper chicken.
The secret spice, dirt.
Yes.
Dirt.
It's where
I'm
dirty
not
chicken
gonna.
comes
I'm
from.
not gonna finish that train of thought.
Yeah,
Any train
that's
of thought.
probably for the best.
Right.
Well,
So,
what is our plan now? Where are we going? What are we doing?
I have an idea.
I didn't ask you.
okay.
You did. You literally did.
No.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, he's got you there, laddie. That's almost a murder right there.
Who the fuck are you?
You just push him to the other table. Shut. Thanks. Drunkards these
If you're not
days.
careful, I'll use my
You want the
magic
crazy
voodoo
folk,
magic
don't
to
you?
turn your
These
bones
blokes
inside
over
out.
here. Oh, do wankers.
In all seriousness,
What I was
what were
going-
you saying?
What I was going to say was, now that we've accomplished the first little trek of the journey, there's been something that's been plaguing my mind for a while now.
You should probably have that checked out.
Not an actual plague.
Go on. Go on.
And that is the two people that hunted us down. We still know nothing.
Right.
That. We walked
And
away.
I find myself looking over my shoulder a bit more than I'd like to.
Oh, you could do this with that for a while. It's not a problem.
Right. I know we already have one group of people after us.
4, technically. But
That
go on.
does not make it any better.
No, and it makes it 4 times worse, to be exact.
Make it 5. I just haven't told you yet.
Right. Right. Lovely. I love it here.
You chose
But
the right
regardless-
place to teleport
Yeah, this is your fault. Don't know what you want.
How is this my fault?
You're the one that is here. It is you.
to. You were not. Yeah, you were not supposed to be here, my friend.
You should
Anyway.
have minded your own business.
I think we should try and gather some information on the people that are after us. Whether it be whoever is related to you, Scout, or the people that ambushed us after we left the rift.
Oh, I'm not related to them.
Right. Then let's just ask people, shall we?
Just look at...
I'll just put my foot on the table. All right, everyone, listen up. Have you all seen anything weird as of late? To the tavern.
Outside of us.
Outside of, well, these fuckers. Yes.
About 5 different hands go down when you say aside from us.
Thank you for the compliments, by the way. Just nods towards them. Go on. Speak up. Is there anything weird in the tavern going on? Like anything? And I'll give a wink towards the tavern lady, which I totally did not forget the name of.
Yeah, the tabaxi chick.
Yes, whatever her name was.
Totally forgot her name, didn't you?
River Song. I don't know.
I
Move
completely
on.
forget her name. It's been 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Her name is Ivory.
Ivory.
Same thing.
Right, and I'll whisper to her like on the side, like, "Can you give me the blue bottle, or do you still have some?"
She looks over, sees you, and she smiles and gives you a wink, and then returns over. And as she's putting it down, she's like, "What do you mean weird going on. I'm not sure I follow. Lots of things are usually weird around here.
No,
Well,
no. It's a bit hard to explain all the like specifics, but um, we had to defend ourselves a while back, and well, those people are not so happy with us. You see, um,
Why does this sound like something that is a recurring thing with all of you?
it
Because
is
it is.
unfortunately. Yeah.
Mm,
weirdly
well,
enough, we're not the
to be
most popular
popular,
people in town.
and she sits down right next to you, and takes an extra glass, opens up the bottle, pours some for you, pours some for her, and holds it up and looks at everybody else, seeing if anybody
No,
else
thank
wants
you.
any.
I don't drink.
No, no, after last time, it's fine. I'll drink it for you. Right. So,
People chasing you,
yes, yes.
being
Just
popular.
as per usual.
Like
Mm,
for example, have you seen any strange druids around?
druids.
Have you seen any druids around in general?
It has been a while. There's one that travels around, a very old Asmar. But I haven't seen him
Aasimar.
in a while.
That
Right.
is a place. Sight to behold.
She can pronounce it however she wants.
Yeah, he still says Aasimar.
Accent.
Now that's a
Yeah.
sight to behold.
Right, right.
Asimar would
But
have
he's
two S's.
he's
Oh,
usually
fuck.
he only shows up when the rifts that have been happening. We haven't had any happen around here for a while now. It's been what I would say 6 months.
6 months.
Strange.
Well, I do have a bunch of
We heard
adventurers
of them
searching for
happening
them.
well, of course. I mean,
That
we
didn't
all
answer
want
my
to know
question.
why they're happening, and everybody wants to gain fame and wealth, and they
Not
seem to give
everyone.
that.
Continue.
Well, the people that are searching obviously do.
Not
Right.
everyone. Continue.
Depends, but
But aside from that, no, nothing strange aside from the appearance of all of you people.
okay. Did your I'll just lower my voice a little bit. Did your incompetent guard fix the gate or what?
The gate is fixed.
Oh, thank fuck. Okay.
You should break it again on our way out.
Oh, that'd be ah.
I.
Anywho,
All I did was cast knock. I don't understand.
you're just too powerful, my lord. It's a bit of a
Fuck
fake
off.
bow.
Fuck off.
Oh yes, yes. I will. I will.
But so you haven't seen any strange druids around as of late?
No. Why
is there a partic-
should I?
No, not necessarily. Just out of curiosity, is there a particular place in this area that has had a reoccurring appearance of things like rifts or the abnormal? Besides the
Last
caves
time
we
that-
just came from.
The last time, oh, you went. How you went to the caves? You went. Did you make it all the way down to Rock Glow?
Rockaglow.
That's what the place was called.
The Kobold
Ah.
Village.
We
Yes,
did.
it rings a bell somewhere.
I think we managed to steer clear of the kobolds. Thank the gods. I've heard they're quite a handful this time of year.
They're a handful any time of the year. You just have to know how to garner their attention in the way that you want them to. I found that shiny things work. That and food and alcohol. tend
Man,
to also work
just
wonders.
you wait. The kobolds will rise again.
What was
yeah.
this invited voice that I keep
started,
hearing?
I've started the Kobold Revolution. Yep, I know.
I'll quickly put my arm around Ivory. It's like, well, just between us, I'm sure the trade will kick back up soon. I hear they have a new leader. Not just like put my arm up a little bit so like the size of like Nox is like apparent, like a little
Was-
wing.
Your
Shh.
your
No.
friend
Mm,
who's
mm, mm.
not
Shh.
here. Mm,
Yes.
mm, mm. And she takes a very delicate sip of the drink from the blue bottle.
Be kind,
I
and
have
you'll
heard.
earn a lot.
I always earn a lot, but that's not what I was going to say. The last time that the rifts were opening was deeper and higher up into the Thunder Rock Mountains. If you wanted to go and search there, you could.
Right. Look at the others. Maybe we'll have to look into that.
I think that would be a nice change of pace.
A little fresh air, if you will.
Yes.
So, just because I'm interested, for no particular reason though,
Mm-hmm.
what about this murder? Curious. It's such a defended town.
Oh, that's right.
Sure, you must have heard everything.
So, and she makes herself comfortable and leans in towards the table, so you all lean in. It seems as though they found the murderer in a state of a daze, in where the young guard's quarters were. There was some blood in a couple of places, but it seems as though he tried to clean it up. And then when he was accosted, he claimed to have no knowledge of whoever this individual was, and they did a full search and found remnants of, oh, what was it? Oh, what do they call it? Yes, the weave around him, and it was strangely what was it? Resonant. These wizardy types, they always confuse me with their large words. Resonated with what was ever in that room, whatever happened. So clearly he's guilty, but he's been proclaiming his innocence, and if you get closer to the barracks, and namely the jail, you can occasionally hear him yelling out random things.
I mean, wait, there's a wizard in this town. Other than me, of course.
Yes. Why?
Where might they be held up? Held up.
No, hold up is right.
Hold up
Yeah,
is right,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, it could be
Oh.
either.
My brain wanted to say cooped up, but like that was like,
Same thing.
yeah.
The 'cause I had her name, and then
Her. Oh my.
yeah, it's your fangirl.
A girl
No!
wizard.
Wait.
A gizzard.
Oh, what was her name again?
I had it, and then now it's all
Banana.
Banana.
Yeah. Panana. She's all resident wizard. She's quite capable.
Right. I think I have met them once before. They seem to be eccentric at the very least.
She never struck me as eccentric. Although she has a particular taste in men.
The slow blink of Drown. It's like, you don't say.
I'm eating this up. I'm just smiling.
Drown just like puts his hand up towards the bridge of his nose, like, I noticed when I met them. But I chose to ignore it for my own sanity.
But
As
if
it
you wanted
was.
to know more, she would be the one to talk to.
Is she up here right now?
Typically, she does
Icarus.
not.
Hey, thanks for the follow.
like-
Appreciate it.
the crowds around here. She
I'm
typically
assuming you're
has her food delivered.
Nate's Icarus, or
Right.
you? Do you know who I'm
The-
talking
the,
about?
The young servant boy that who works for me. He's already dropped off her food.
Right. I am not going back
Yeah.
down there.
Well, I appreciate the follow. Thanks for hanging out.
He
Hopefully
just,
we
like,
can see
says
you
to the
around a
party,
few more
I'm
times.
not going back down there. Fuck that shit.
No, enough for you.
Mm.
So,
Girl, I am zonked out.
what's
I
the
don't know what's
plan? We
happening.
drink all night and see what happens?
No,
I'm
I
dying.
think we should prepare for heading further up the mountain.
Right, so winter clothes.
Hey, Chris, thanks for the prime. We appreciate
It's
it.
particularly cold this time of year.
Glad to have you around.
Up you go tends to get a little chilly, but right now, I'd say it's brisk. We haven't quite hit the winter solstice yet. We're still here at the edge of summer.
Right, so it shouldn't be too cold up there.
No. But again, I haven't been up there in years.
Right. Just like addressing the party. Do we still think that we'll be capable when we're down one person? I think we will, but I want to consult the rest of you.
Capable for what? Just
I
general.
don't know. I always thought it was seeing as I've never been on an adventure before, I always thought it was a nice rule of thumb to have like a decent number, more than 4.
No, I mean, it depends on how exactly you go about doing whatever it is. I was on my own for many years and was just fine.
All right.
So, as long as you don't do anything dumb, which I now realize who I'm talking to. So, you know, you might not be alright.
It is weird that I can just be sitting here and I'll still be attacked. I don't understand.
Got to keep you on your toes somehow.
Well,
I'd rather not. I did take dancing classes many years ago. My feet have never been the same. They
Well,
still ache.
This does not surprise me.
Well, I
just
hate.
that.
I have things to do. Keep the bottle.
do things. Thank you. Kindly.
Yes.
Why? Alright, y'all might lose me for a minute. Something weird's happening.
Oh, no, we don't lose you.
So
Why are you
just-
leaving?
There's
well, it's not
something
gonna be a
happening
choice.
in here. What it is ain't exactly
I can tell it's
clear.
Sever's fucking bored.
Yeah, Sever's going through it over there.
He's going through it. He's like a child that doesn't get attention.
Well, preparing them. Buying some cloaks and necessary stuff.
Oh, we'll have
We have
cloaks.
our
We don't need
invisibility
another
cloaks.
one.
Extra is never bad.
That is true.
We have this bag. Just fill it up with stuff. Why not? I'll
Let's not
stand
do-
up and start to walk to the door to just find a general store of some kind.
So what is the plan? Are we? I guess I'll go with Rui. But like, are we going to into the mountains, or are we going somewhere else? Talking to the guy
Okay.
about the murder. Like, what's the plan?
Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah.
It is late afternoon, approaching evening.
Yeah, I just want to fast travel, essentially general store buying provisions and the like, and then
Easy enough. We'll just do that.
yeah.
You can get all the general provisions. It will cost you, we'll say, knock off 15 gold for a
Rich,
week's
let's go.
provision. Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
So we don't drag you.
So, right, while we're walking and stuff, is there anything particularly happening in the general area of like? Because I'm assuming it's like more down towards the center. Is there any people walking around besides guards and stuff?
In the area that you go to, I mean, you just came out of the Daggers Mart. That's the general store. You look across and you see the Steel Shield, which is the smithy,
Right.
and then of course, you know, you see the Courageous Inn, the tavern. The general atmosphere right now is not one of super excitement. There are some children that are running around. There are a few. There are some still vendors that are selling some things. One seems to catch your eye, but not for the reason that you think. As you are looking over, there's a flash, and as you look, you see the light that is the setting sun. The light is winking off of this necklace, and as you stare into it, you are suddenly someplace else.
Just me.
Just
Really.
just you. It's just for the split second, and then you're right back there, but you recognize it as a summons.
Oh shit. Okay. The scout would probably remember exercise right next to me because I'd be having a conversation with scout like, God, this is odd. Like, you know, walking around this marketplace, it's kind of just weird how there's so much military shit. And then just like stop mid sentence. And
Right.
probably for the first time ever, you'll probably notice sweat going down my face.
Can I follow the gaze?
It's if you look at her where she's looking, there's just a little vendor that has some trinkets, but her eyes have glazed over to the point where they're almost like, for lack of a better term, you could swear for a split instance her eyes looked completely dead, and then she's back.
You're right.
Military. Oh.
Yes, when you go to a military outpost, they will have military things there.
That's true, my friend. Have you? How do I explain this?
Use your words.
Yes, I know. I'll just like look at the ground for a second. Do you ever have visions?
What do you mean?
Do you daydream? Anything like that?
Not particularly. The closest I guess you could say is when I'm envisioning my shop, but
Right.
yeah.
I just saw my mother telling me to come home.
Well, what do you want to do about that?
I haven't spoken to my mother in over 20 cycles.
I assume that means years.
Yes.
Well then, I guess it depends on whether or not now you think now is a good time to start.
Yeah. She looks like very startled, like very taken aback.
Didn't you say you killed your parents?
I did. That's what worries me.
So they're probably not on speaking terms.
Let's just say my mother is not my biological mother. It's. I wouldn't even know where to start. Oh, fuck.
Well,
She just starts panicking.
you don't have to explain it to me. No. I mean, is it something that the group needs to be prepared for? Is there a fight coming?
mean, it. Yes,
Ah, well,
but rather to me, and not. And I just look at Scout for a second, and just to think of the entire thing we've been through and stuff, and just go. I think it might be beneficial for me to not drag you into this.
if that's what you'd like to do. But, well, it's not been long that we've been together, but I do know that if you decide, we would be there to help you.
Yeah, I know that. I think it's. I need to check it out first. Quickly.
Well, take it from someone that doesn't have a family. It's not worth it. Do what you can to repair. It's going to be difficult to come back from murder, but you know.
Well, when your mother is a. She wants to say something, but she decides not to.
You guys keep going. Give me like 2 minutes. I gotta tuck a pixie in.
Thank you, Scott.
Well, so now I'm
The
curious.
question is, do I tell the others or not?
I'll handle them. They'll be fine.
Yes. What are you curious about?
Oh well, now
I
I'm
have no
curious. Are you
secrets.
going to like walk away? Oh, you said you saw your mother in a vision, so and you're not from this plane. So are you going to like just disappear? What is going to happen next?
I am not from this plane. You're absolutely correct.
You know what they say about curiosity and cats.
uh, you know what they say: gates and holes. You know.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Should have seen it. It was wonderful. I could. See, my mother, the person who raised me, that I call mother, is not exactly the living variation of mortal beings.
There's a lot of
So-
words happening there.
Yes. It's hard to explain. I don't really know what she is. I've lived out of time for a while. That's why I'm so young. So if something
I'm the only normal
as
person here.
you quite are.
All right, all right.
So as I would say, probably the most powerful individual I've ever met asks for my aid, something's wrong.
Well,
Well, you'll probably need this more than I do, and I'll take off the ring of regeneration and toss it to you.
catch the ring.
And I'll just go over him in a second, and I'll push a little paper in his hand. Give this a Jahi so she can find me eventually. And if you could, that murder, that was me. So if you could help the guy, I would really appreciate that. Just get it off my brain.
We'll see what we can do.
You do your best.
Well, you know how police are. They want their, you know.
Well,
It's
you
not
can
the
blame it on me.
perpetrator almost.
Actually, I'll help you blame it on me. I'll walk towards the gate and genuinely try to smash right through it. And then run away.
Let's break the
As
gate
you're-
again. Let's go.
Yes.
So, as you're approaching the gate and you take a breath, psych yourself up, and you go and you swing at the gate, a barely visible
Mhm.
rip in the plane opens just as you hit the gate, or try to hit the gate, and your fist goes through, followed by the rest of you being pulled in. all that Scout sees is you do this, and you're pulled in, and it closes.
Wait, did the gate open?
Fucking abducted.
Yeah. Well, shit. Now we can't pin
Like-
the murder on her.
Yeah.
Just
well,
to like,
whatever.
you saw me literally like handing on my form of divine smite, right? Just trying to crash down the door and just like rip in space time. Just
Mm-hmm.
Well, Scout gets to
Psychic
tell
blind.
Jahi that Rui gave him a ring before her.
Oh.
yes.
Oh wow.
Just for in hindsight, I also gave you the bag of holding. There you go.
Oh hell
Oh,
yeah!
Fine. You can retcon.
Did you tell me it was a
the
bag of holding? Because if not, I could totally accidentally put a bag within a bag.
No, because by the way, I would have exploded if I went into that rift and just.
No,
It's alright.
you can go into portals with a bag of holding. You just can't fit
Well,
the
it wasn't
portal
exactly a portal,
It's
but
an extra dimension, yeah.
it's fine.
What the rest don't see, and how we will end it with Rui, is you blink, and that sense of when you first met your adopted mother, this being looks down at you. And
there.
Child. Wait, no, that's not it. I love this thing. I love it. I love it. It's great. It's awesome.
And that's not what I wanted. I wanted it right about there. Please? Thank you. I love when it doesn't save my voice and I mess everything up. Hello, child.
Yes. You pulled me away from business. What is it?
The weave is breaking. You are needed. Come.
I don't have much of a choice, do I? For a parent, you're awfully... I was gonna say helicopter, but that doesn't really make sense. Floaty.
There we go.
Yeah.
It still amuses me that you try and bind me by your mortal.
Yes. Go on then. Let's go.
Damn.
Just look back for like a split second, just like whatever like is left of that like portal. Just
You'll return when we're done.
yes, I understand.
And the rift closes.
Damn, Nox just said bye and walked into a cave. Jesus.
A secret tunnel, if you will.
Secret tunnel.
Oh, here we go.
Rick was singing that as they walked off. And
Yep. Yeah, I figured.
I'd do it. Alright. Well, I guess
votes
instead
are
of
in.
standing in the middle of the open like a dumbass,
Well,
I'm gonna make my way back. I'm gonna be real. I don't care about the guy. I don't care about the dude. So I guess I'll make my way back to the party after, cause like, I don't know. I don't need supplies.
well, all the supplies are in the bag of holding that have been.
Don't care. I'm a fucking hunter. I will be fine.
I'll gladly take the bag of holding if you don't want it.
You're not fucking there, and I'm not offering. So,
I know. But what do you need 2 bags of holding for?
in case the other one gets full. Dumb question.
Wow. Greedy fuck.
All right. So yeah, I guess I'll make my way back into the tavern.
Okay. You bring yourself back to the tavern. And I think what we will do is we will check in with one person who's been very quiet. Jahi. Jahi, you are polishing off your fourths of this phenomenal chicken and whatever.
All right, I'm gonna step
they
out for a
make it
second.
With
I will be
there
right back.
is mashed potatoes that are just coated in herbs and butter, and there is ale and wine, and Ivory keeps coming along and topping off your drink. And you feel something happen. It's a weird feeling. The connection that you have with Rui, for just a split second, it feels as though a part of you is suddenly pulled and yanked far, far away. The barest of strings is still attached to your chest, and it goes off into the distance. You know now, without being told, that your partner is somewhere else. Whether you two have discussed this, talked about it, or it was mentioned, she's alive, but she's no longer on this plane. How does that affect you?
I would say she would kind of have a pause in her eating, kind of shoveling in, the turkey legs, taking the big bites. And it's almost like a feeling, a sensation kind of dawning over someone, almost whenever they have like an epiphany, just kind of a sudden realization. Knowing that the food's already been paid for, I think she'll just kind of shuffle off on her own. Though I don't think she'd stay.
Shuffle off on her own to where?
Just duck away to an alley or someplace alone.
Okay. Easy enough. As it's getting dark, you step outside and you start to walk. And after a couple minutes, you step into a slightly darker alleyway. What do you do?
Hello?
Is that it?
I'm back. I'm back.
I think it would be one of those kind of fade to black type of things as she's kind of shuffling off on her own. I think she knows. Well, we all know that she knows. It's more of a mourning type of thing.
Okay, I will say as we're fading to black, the familiar Telltale running and then jumping into your lap as you have slid down the side of the wall, crumpled, is Chi-Chi, who with a pitiful meowing rubs up against you and joins in this moment. And we'll have that fade to black.
So quiet.
The night itself goes by for all of you for different ways. For two of you, the night goes by in some interesting ways. And we are going to get right on that after we take a quick 5-minute break so everybody can grab more drinks and do all that stuff. So stick with us, everybody. We will be right back.
All right. Well, I just got back, but who cares? So, I'm gonna try to figure out how to get this stuff going. Hang on. Ugh. Voice and video. It's so quiet. Why is Raspy so quiet to me? Volume. Alright. I don't want to change, like, the overall output. But, like, I just don't know where the individual audio thing is. Because, like, I've got Raspy Max, and he's still quiet to me. Bro, I can't find the setting to make anybody louder. Like, I can make the whole group louder, and I've already got Raspy at 200 individually. Yeah, so it's like, he's not, like, cutting out for me. It's just, he's just quiet for me today. I don't know why. Yeah, it does sound like he's, like, 5 feet away from his mic for me. Not, like, echoey or anything. Not like he's yelling at me down a hallway, but, like, he just sounds quieter to me than normal. So, I don't know how to fix it. But, oh well. Yeah, I had to step out for a minute. I didn't get to talk to Jahi about the ring. No, we're taking a quick break. We are not done with D&D. We're taking just a 4 or 5 minute break, something like that. So, but it is what it is. You know, we'll be back up and running here in just a minute. So, but yeah, I'm hanging out. I've got all this stuff going. But beyond on when I'm done. Cool. I don't know exactly what I'll be doing, but yeah, we got another hour or two, give or take. So who knows how long we'll go exactly. We'll see here in just a minute, I guess. But yeah, I like the green guys to your left. Yeah, these little dudes. We've got Meter and Yard. Yeah, Meter is the one that's just slightly taller, and Yard. And then over here we got Miles, because he's long. But I need to get Miles up here, like I've been wanting. It still blocks it, so it doesn't matter. All that, it's for nothing. It's for naught. You know what? Screw it. There. You can chill down here. That's fine. So, I guess so. I guess. Alright, I'm back.
Alright. And we are back. Let's see. Can I find
Yeah. I think
something better?
I think it is. It makes sense with like the size and stuff.
That's a little better.
So it's cool. I need to put them in their permanent spots. We're hanging out.
We're going to basically pan the camera over to the barracks. The barracks itself is occasionally full with the enthusiastic guards or soldiers that are young and needed to blow off steam, and so they're sleeping off the night's spirits. However, in a
Mhm.
farther, deeper cell is one individual. I am never going to find.
An individual you're never gonna find? Damn, that's
Yep.
fucking wild.
There's an individual that you're never gonna find.
Right?
You're gonna keep looking all day. He'll always be on your mind. But you
We never
can't
said
see him.
burst-
You're
we
never
never
gonna
said burst into
find
song.
him.
Just,
We never
yeah.
said burst into song.
Yeah, no, totally did. That was
No, that was
it
it's a feature, not a bug.
It's a-
God, I thought that,
calm down.
I thought that was pretty good. God damn
It
it.
was very good. I give you.
Sing into my mouth, why don't you?
That's not where you sing into.
I don't
So-
care.
Right now in this cell, we see a bunch of guards that are standing outside in various states of battered and bruising. In front of them is a male gnome,
A mom.
very he gives off the sense of very distinguished officer. This would be the sheriff. This would be Sheriff Wiggins. And he is talking to an individual inside the jail cell. Hefe, can you go ahead and describe who they are talking to? I
Right.
asked you a question, boy.
Sir, I swear to all the gods above, I did not do that. I swear. I actually swear on all the things.
Then
No.
why did our wizard find what did she call it? The same hoodoo voodoo, as it were.
Weave is weave, you blind cunt.
Oh, right. That is why you are guilty and why you are in here.
Just because I can do a little bit of magic doesn't mean I do everything. Just because I can snap my fingers and make some light is not exactly why, like... God, you're so fucking... You see this individual, and he's kind of sitting on the floor, he's kind of given up, very gaunt, white hair with like softly like red eyes. It's just very... Sorry, you don't see it, it's a camera from above, you know, as it is. But it's just like given up, clothes are tattered, obviously beaten to a lot. It's just... Right, so if you actually want to kill me, then you gotta do it quick, because I got places to be, you know?
No,
Chop, chop.
It's not up to me to decide if you are going to get the death sentence. There would be a proper trial. It would be easy on you if you confessed.
I did not commit this murder. It's not that hard to understand, is it?
We'll see about that. And he looks over to his right, and he snaps his fingers 3 times. Come here, girl. And you watch as what appears to be a mixture of gnome and kobold walks up. This would be Panana,
No
the
ball.
wizard.
Same brain.
Right.
Same
you
brain.
gal. So what do you have me in for? This is not quite...
I detected the same thing that is around you that was in the room. Therefore, and the guard was gone. Therefore, it was you, right? I'm sure it was you. There's nobody else that I could sense. So he's clearly guilty. Yes. Maybe. Now you're telling me maybe, girl. This is serious.
Do any of us see this?
No, this is in the
Oh,
bear's
okay.
jail
Okay.
cell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Say,
he could be telling the truth.
should not. Just mumbles something under his breath. I'm innocent. It's not.
But we have a simple way of finding that out.
Right?
Come
What's
here.
that? Right,
And,
right, hold on. Stand up. Yes, do what I
Hands through the bars.
Alright, okay.
And
Through the
then, all right, girl. And Pedanda pulls out this orb, and she holds it.
Careful.
She holds it out towards you. This will tell us if you're telling the truth or lying. Easiest
Right.
way.
Hold on. Sorry, it's quite something. I'm staking my life on a bauble.
It's,
On a fucking bauble.
it's not a bubble. We've used this for years for telling the truth and finding the real criminals. It's never steered us wrong.
Right. Go ahead then.
Place your hands on the orb.
I'll place my hand on the one.
Now, where were you 2 nights ago?
2 nights ago. In a house, I think.
Looks over at Banana and she nods. And have you ever met the young god in question, whose room you were found in? It was Reginald.
I cannot remember. Reginald doesn't ring a bell.
Looks at Banana. She nods her head. Did you kill anyone in that room?
He genuinely takes a time to think.
Leading the witness, Your Honor.
No, I don't think so.
Not in that room.
Looks over at Banana and she stares because for a second the orb itself is murky and swirling around, and then it does the lighting up. This is telling you truth. Wow, that you are telling the truth. And she nods, and he. Are you sure? Yes. The orb doesn't lie, sir. All right, fine. Be on your way, girl. And she quickly steps back, bows a little bit to the sheriff, and then runs off with the bauble,
Thank you, gal.
as you call it.
So,
He takes out a pair of keys and he inserts it. Click.
hold on right there. You got me under false charges, did you? Is there any compensation for all the harm your friends did? And just point towards the other guard, albeit has like a bat in his hand.
The same ones have like are bloodied and bruised from the ass kicking you gave them. I could charge you for
Uh-huh.
disturbing the peace and the assault of my gods. We're calling
Right.
it even. And he unlocks it and opens it up. Be on your way before I change my mind.
What time of day is it right now?
This would be evening, right about the time all of this stuff happened with Scout and Rui, and about the time when Jahi found out and walked out.
Oh.
Oh, did I tell?
Need to find something to
Did
eat,
I tell
so,
Jahi? Was that a thing that happened?
Nope.
Okay. Cool.
She felt it.
So then, am I still standing in the open near kind of where this guy would be coming
I
out?
just see a cat. What the fuck's going on over there?
I mean, it's up to you.
If it's right about the same time, then yeah, I guess I would be.
Then yeah, then when Kyron leaves, you would be able to see him. Where is Scout? Where did you end up this time?
Oh, I think I'm up on the top near everything else. I can move myself down. There.
Okay.
I
I was like, what the hell?
Everything's fine. Kyron's also. I can't move him, but he would also be down here.
Yep.
Yeah, there
I
we go.
got him.
There we go.
So yeah.
So Rui walks through the door, or walks through this random portal, and this guy comes out.
What the fuck?
What are you looking at? Are you saying what the fuck to me?
Yeah, I just see it happening, right? It's like, what the
Oh, you saw. Oh, you saw Rui. Okay, I see.
Yeah, it's like,
That's not what to
Am I-
greet someone.
am
What's wrong with you?
I'm mental. Did I just see someone walk through a wall?
I would assume that it was a portal, but yes.
Right.
What happened to you? You look horrible. Wait, is that the
Thank you.
jail?
Yes. You see
Oh,
literally walk
I
out.
was just sent to try to get you out of there.
Huh?
I'll explain later.
Oh. Okay. What? Part of my manners. The name's Kieran.
Kirin.
How do you do,
Uh,
folk?
cat folk.
Sorry, I've never been acquainted with one of your kind, and I don't mean it in any disrespect whatsoever.
I do not care.
Okay.
You have found quite possibly the most forgiving person in existence. I do not care.
You smell particularly good. Like,
Thank you. I cleaned myself.
yes, but you also have a tint of. How do I say this without like sounding like a rude person? Like freshly hunted game.
Well, yes. I am a hunter. So,
Okay. Well, as a hunter, do you perchance know like a place to get fresh meats,
the wild.
the raw variety?
Oh.
Oh.
I have some. I have some.
I'm absolutely. I'm parked.
Well, do you drink?
Not my preferred cup of tea.
You don't drink anything at all.
No.
Interesting. I could have sworn vampire, but whatever.
Yeah,
Huh?
not too far off. I've heard many things.
And what are you then?
Let's have a glass then, shall we? And then we'll have a conversation.
All right. I guess I'll take him to the tavern.
Okay.
So, what do you want? I've got. Well, and what are? Well, I don't care. That's the
I'm
thing with
just glad to be
hunting. You
out,
can always
whoever-
get more food if you want. You just know where to look. So
Well, if you know anything fresh, then
I have goat or mountain
goat.
whatever. I have mountain hare. I don't know. Goat, rabbit, probably chicken of some kind.
He just
Not
looks at you
mountain
with like,
chicken. Mountain
"Aw,
chicken is a frog.
mountain chicken
Yeah, I
is
was
the
about to
best."
Hey, mountain chicken. Yep.
We are going. We're gonna be.
Best.
I just lost the accent. Fuck. Why am I?
It happens, man. It's rough
Right.
out here.
We're gonna be good friends. And I'll follow him to whatever place he's taking me.
Well. So what? They had you in for murder?
Yes.
Did you do it?
No.
See, but that's what someone who's guilty would say.
I didn't murder Reginald.
You know what? You know the woman that you saw walk through the portal? She admitted to it.
He didn't see.
Well, I guess I saw like the reverberation
thing?
of something
Yeah, whatever.
happening. Like,
Who
what
cares?
the fuck is that? Yeah.
The flash. That's all you saw.
Yeah.
Um,
So what the person I was talking to that sent me to get you out of the prison, she admitted to doing the murder that you were in the prison for. It sounds like I've done my job with extremies.
What a right cunt.
She was
Friend?
helpful.
Friend of yours? Oh. Well,
She didn't kill us, so that's a positive.
that is, generally speaking, a positive. Yeah. So, as we're walking, so what is it that you do besides hunting?
Kind of, he'll readjust his pole, the wood and metal poles that Dovka's kind of awkwardly. Not much. I hunt. I've been traveling with a group. It's getting, well, I suppose we're slowly making up for our lack of numbers here. But yeah, we've been traveling from Origin all the way to here, kind of just doing whatever.
Right. Okay.
What about you? What got you here
Origin?
to be accused of murder? I don't like that word.
Murder. Just passing by. To be fair, that's just what I do, and I woke up in a house, and then there was some guards, or whatever they call themselves nowadays, and they locked me up. Gave them a right sorry, but it is if it's a 4 against 1, then
Nah, we should create rights that people have. Some sort
Rights.
of bill.
that be right appropriate, but don't think they would listen.
Fair enough.
Anywho,
Well, here we are,
let's get
the
that
tavern.
drink.
They have
Ah.
all sorts of things here.
Right, as long as it's not drink, we're all good.
So like, can you not drink?
Oh, I could, but it's not my it's not what I prefer.
Like no water or
Oh no, I drink water.
would you see that's
Yeah.
see when I said drink anything at all, the water was what I was talking about.
Right.
See, and like then the comment about vampire drink blood, that sort of thing. Like that was
Get it off him.
that was what I was going for, and you were like, no, I'm not, and that was a little concerning, but we don't have to talk about that right now.
Oh, but don't worry. You do have a shadow. Like you look behind it. There's a big shadow.
Oh, I'm going to be honest. I've not met a vampire. I don't know anything about them.
Not the most tidy folk. Anyway, push open the door.
I don't know, man.
See all the guards. I fucking told you I am innocent.
You get some puzzled looks, and then a couple that just continue to just watch you as you walk in until you enter in farther enough, and then they go back to eating. But the guards are still eyeing you again.
Do I see this?
Word travels, but
Do I
that
do I see
fast.
that they're eyeing him still?
Mhm.
Uh, I'll say rather loud. If any one of you thinks that you have a problem with him, and I'll click my tovka together, you don't. Have I made myself clear?
Make me an intimidation check.
Do I get
if you
advantage
guys-
because I loaded my gun
Yeah.
with malicious intent?
Sure.
If you
Bold
guys think
assume that
he's
they
a
know what a gun is.
murderer,
Man,
Bold of you to assume that they know what a gun is.
Yeah.
I just,
that was very
Intimidation, you said?
of you. Anywho,
yeah. Just, I love that. Like, if you still think he's a murderer, let me
13.
show you what a murderer looks like.
13.
I rolled a natural 1 as my other one, so I'm glad I had the advantage.
So with a 13, you stare a couple of the younger guards down. Some of the old ones just hold your gaze, but they don't seem to be overly impressed, and then they just kind of either snort or look away and continue eating and drinking.
That's the thing. I don't care if they're intimidated or not. I've given them warning.
Hey, scouts rules are scouts rules.
If they want to do something stupid, fuck around, find out. So is Drown still at the tavern?
He's
I
just
would-
kind of like sitting there, like rubbing his chin, notebook open, kind of like trying to like figure things out.
Cool.
thank you. You got a good heart, sir, friend.
He hasn't even noticed that, like, what Scout said. He's just like completely absorbed in his own world.
So, companion of yours, I assume?
The blue one? Duh.
The glowing one.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Anyone that doesn't look like some random run-of-the-mill kind of person, probably with us. At least for the time being.
I think that's what we call main character syndrome. But
Mhm.
that's gonna be invented 1,000 years from now.
This
And
makes
you.
sense. Let's play a game of spot the main characters.
Oh, it's Yugi! Oh, fuck!
The spiky hair.
Yeah, spiky, bright hair. Yeah, that's it.
Is Jahi sitting at the same table as Drown, or is she not here?
I think
Jahi
Jahi ran.
Nowhere around. You remember catching her leaving, but she hasn't returned.
What did you do with the other one?
What do you mean?
The short, shape-shifting one.
Jahi.
I don't know.
I thought she was with you.
Nit. I left with the other one.
Yes, I thought she went after you.
Oh, well, she's going to be searching for a while. Rui decided that she wanted to
and
hop
who's
into a
this?
portal. This is the guy that was accused of murder that Rui apparently did. So, you know.
Right, so Rui's in jail.
Niet. Rui walked through a portal as this guy was coming out of the jail. And I've already forgotten his
Right.
name, and I do not care to ask.
This Rui person sounds like a lot.
Wait, I need to... So, what I'm hearing is... Rui went through a portal, so she's gone.
Duh.
Nox walked into a cave, so he's gone.
Duh. Well, I don't know about that part.
Well, he's not gone. He's still physically here.
I don't know about
What
that.
the fuck happened in the last 12 hours?
Well, we've also lost Jahi. We don't know where she is. Although I assume it has something to do with trying to find Rui, but...
Everybody's leaving Drown now,
Yeah.
one by one by one.
Drown, like, rubs the sides of his temples, like, oh my. We were just in the midst of planning our next destination point.
Yeah, Rui
Where the
saw
fuck is everybody
Rui
going?
saw something and said that her mother was calling, and I didn't hear a ring, but you know what? It is what it is. She gave me this, and I'll hold up the Ring of Regeneration. So I think technically we're engaged now.
I need to
sipping some
find.
coffee. Like,
We need to find Jahi if she's still inside the town.
She can
And
handle
you,
herself.
whoever you are,
Kieran,
it
pleasure.
seems like you've been adopted by our fucking cat.
Look,
It's a wonderful
everyone
person,
needs a
that one.
pet of their own.
Congratulations, Hefe.
You're-
You're now a pet.
You're now marked for deaths. You're now along for the ride. I'm sorry to say.
Oh yeah, by the way, there are 4 different kinds of people chasing me. And by
There's
proxy,
worse
you.
ways to go.
You've interacted with the cat. You're now marked for death.
Right.
You've interacted
right.
with me. You're now marked for death.
Right.
So, you are also in jail, so you're marked for death. All roads lead to death for some reason. But yeah, we gotta find Jahi. I have no idea where the fuck she could be. I don't know how her brain functions. What the fuck do we do?
Half the time, I'm not sure it does. I mean, I can start trying to track her, but aside from that, I don't know.
I think that would be a step in the right direction. You, pale fella, do you have any tracking capabilities?
I have a name, but
I don't know your name.
I just said it's Kieran. Pleasure.
Kieran.
Kieran.
Yes, Kieran.
Kieran.
Right, Kieran. Pleasure meeting your acquaintance. I'm Drown.
John.
Now that the introductions are out of the way, let us
Yes.
find our stowaway gremlin.
Gremlin.
I think stowaway is the wrong word here.
Yeah, I think so. I'm sorry. My brain is working at a billion miles an hour.
That is fast.
Right.
I have no idea where to even start looking. I'll be honest.
I mean, I can try to track her, but I don't know if it'll really be effective.
Since we came up out of the cave, how long has it been?
Since you came from the cave and out, did all the talking, it is now evening.
Damn, not long enough for Drone to transcribe the spell then.
Well, I'm not very familiar with them, but I could send them a message. If you
Like
could
a
just-
message
they,
or a sending?
Yes, a sending spell.
Ah, well, we can try.
They look like
Right.
I don't have minor illusion. Fuck, I knew I should have picked up that spell when I had the chance.
It's particularly useful in this situation, but
Yes, wildly useful right this second. I have an idea.
Oh well.
Drown is going to summon his unseen servant, and he's going to instruct them to draw an image of Jai in his notebook. That's his only instruction. I don't know how well it's going to do it, but it should follow his rule to a T, or his command to the letter.
Stick figures.
Just sticking your Jai.
There is, you watch as a pen gets picked up and it kind of floats and bobs in the air and then proceeds to start going slow and then faster and faster and faster. Yeah, that makes sense. Looks like a short, apparently female with some horns
right. You're
in a stick figure sort of form.
familiar.
damn it.
Your friend is a tiefling.
Net.
Close enough.
While he's doing this, I'm gonna go ahead and start trying to track.
Yeah.
Go for
Backup
it.
plan.
Do what you do best.
I
Well,
don't want to play into the stereotype, but do you perchance have any blood of hers?
fucking hell, dude.
I
Guys
do
just
not.
Aren't with me today.
You're just not
Right.
not doing so hot, my
They're
friend.
just not letting me do anything.
Okay. Then I'm afraid I can't be quite of service.
Right.
I could try, but
I have no idea where even. Where would Drown is going to head up to where we all have the drinks. Just like he's gonna cut himself off and just like walk away.
Okay.
And he's going to see if Jahi's there.
Jahi, have you moved from that alleyway at all?
Okay, there we go. Next. I'm kind of 50-50. I think she'd be going around town just looking in like obviously places that like Rui wouldn't be, just out of like depression. So I think that they're probably gonna find her in a back alley, like digging through some trash cans.
Gotcha. To answer your question, Drown, no.
That's
Seeing
in
as that-
character as fuck. You know it.
Seeing as where Jesus Christ, seeing as the balcony that we had the drinks on is on an elevation, would he be able to see into like parts of the town and maybe like spot her just walking across the way?
Yeah, give me a quick perception check.
I can do that for you in a second. Let's see, perception. There it is. That is a natural 20 for 24.
Yes. As you step outside and you go walking, you hear some rustling followed by some crashing, banging, and as you look over, you spot Jahi digging through this world's version of a dumpster.
And before we continue that scene, how did Scout's tracking go?
Did not go well. Scout
Oh,
was
the 7. Okay.
Yeah, did not.
That is surprising for
is
Scout.
Not doing so
Well,
hot in
we
here.
removed
I mean,
my
he-
+6, which more than doubled my modifier, and I didn't get a chance to ask for
Ooh.
anyone to assist me, so I didn't have advantage. So, you know,
That is true.
I just took a giant nerf, and it's all right.
I mean, seeing as John has to head back into the tavern to like get out, he would probably like just like tap you on the shoulder, like I saw her.
All right, that's fine.
you found her.
Yes, because I have good eyes. Let's get to her before she vanishes again. And then we find her in the trash can, just like halfway sticking out of the trash can, just like rummaging. Is what I imagine.
This one right there is your companion.
Yes. Ollie.
I forgive you.
Does Jahi have a tail?
Ponies have tails.
Do they?
I'm gonna say no. She got
No.
fat ass though.
God damn. So like, are you currently there's like straight up like head first inside of it like a dumpster almost, or
Straight up, head down, ass up.
right?
Right.
Drone just kind of like. I'm assuming that it's just like a barrel, like a wooden barrel that just has been thrown trash into. Drone just kind of like places his foot on the side and kicks it over. Hello.
She makes that sound, but like audibly.
Oh. Hello, Jahi. Where have you been?
Looking around, you know.
Looking around for what?
Don't ask questions.
What might be bothering you? You look in distress.
Kind of scowls a little bit, and then goes to like look for another trash can.
Jahi,
Apologies.
you won't find Rui that way.
You don't know that.
I do.
You don't know that.
I actually do.
But like her eyes would just narrow at you.
You see, like, Drown is looking at you, but he's not like he's angry or uh, like disgusted with you. He's like, it looks like he's almost like pitying you. There's like this, like his eyebrows are like slightly furrowed. Like, you won't find her by rummaging through trash, and I think you know this as well as I do. What did you what
Kind
what
of flops over.
Scout? What did you say that she told you again?
Um, she said that her mother was calling her home. Which is interesting because she killed her parents, but that's a whole thing that we don't have to get into right now. Um, and then she walked through a portal of some kind.
Right. Did she leave anything with you?
Leading the witness, Your Honor.
Oh, didn't she leave a note with you?
Yeah, she left me something to give to Jahi,
Yeah.
which at this
Like-
point in time I'm not going to do.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I want to have
Right.
a conversation with Jahi later. Fuck off.
Right. So, there you have it. John, like, because you've plopped down, John kind of like crouches down to your level. Kind of like doing the Slav squat.
Parenting
You hear
a
his
child.
knees like crack as he bends down.
Careful.
Ooh, old as shit.
That's not healthy.
Hey, I don't really squat all that much, okay?
You should work out more.
Ass
Yes,
looking
I
ass.
know I should. It's not big. Moving on. Jai. Rui isn't within the town. As you heard Scout mention, she went through a portal to deal with something like regards to her mother. I don't really know. But I'm not good at this stuff.
Once again, it's just kind of squinting at you. I know that. I'm trying to find a portal.
Why do you continuously volunteer for this if you're not good at it?
I just spoke up because I found her. Do you have something better to say? I was going to say that we're here for her because we're part of the same party. I don't know. I'm not good at social stuff like this.
I feel like you've brought this on yourself, so you can deal with it.
Brown is a bad dad.
Right. Help me out here. Come on, please.
What
I
Dran
don't
is
know.
trying to say is that Rui has to take a step away for a little while, and that she will either return to us, or, if time comes, we will go and find her and help her. That is all. Your silence is deafening. Cool.
I know that it sucks that she had to leave on such short notice without saying anything.
It's like downright cunt. Sorry.
You're not part of this
Sorry.
conversation. Who the fuck are you
Apologies.
again?
I'll just walk to the corner and just stand there brooding. Look at the floor.
Like I was saying, I know that it sucks royally that she left without saying anything. No, I don't really know the depths of your and her's relationship. But, like Scout said, she's not
joke
going
there.
to be gone forever. And if the time comes, we will find her. But until then, at the very least, you do have a party that you can confide in. For
However
better or
dwindling it may
worse.
be.
However dwindling we may be, indeed. at the very least, I have a few years on you, I think. So there might be things I may be able to help with, and Scout is probably better at talking than I am. And knows things I don't.
I'm
Which
glad
I
you
hate to
finally
admit.
admitted.
I've said it many times before. It's just you don't hear anything.
I don't listen to you.
She's just
But-
kind of standing there looking back and forth between the two of you as you talk.
We are here for you. I know it might not mean much because I've not been part of this party for long, but for what it is worth, I do appreciate where I have ended up. As much of a headache as it can be, I don't think I've had this much fun in many, many years. And that is because of this party. You two included. I'm not good at this. I'm sorry.
I'm enjoying this. Continue.
She just walks up and kind of gives you like a little shoulder pat.
Like, he. So, if you will humor us, we will humor you back, I guess.
Really bad at jokes.
Probably better than I am.
That's true.
It's not like she's gone forever. She will return.
And like
You
I
will
said,
see her again.
if need be, we can go and find her.
Exactly. We've seen her once before. We can find her again. Whether, no matter how difficult it might be. And then you can give her an earful for leaving without saying anything.
Well, she said something, but just not to yell. Sorry, not helping.
She just kind of looks over at you.
It's like,
So
Things not to say to comfort your friends 101.
Yeah.
so as this is
Your partner runs away from home, and you're just like, well, she said something to me, but you know.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, it was sudden, and like, it was her dead mother. Like, there were a lot of things going on. And I'm pretty sure that no matter where she would have walked, the portal would have appeared in front of her, so she wasn't going to have a choice. You know.
I
Wife has
will
been portal napped.
Yep, I will need to hop in and grab the scene. As this is all happening, you guys are working on trying to cheer Jahi up and talking. It's at this point that all of you start to hear a faint ringing. Ding ding ding. Ding ding ding. 1 bell. 3. 5. Soon there's a flurry of activity as you all hear cries of a rift. It seems as though a messenger has run in and there is a rift outside of the fort. Not immediately outside, but close enough that as you're hearing the ringing and you look over, in the immediate distance, up the mountain where Ivory had mentioned that a rift had appeared 6 months ago, there is flashing lights. For those of you that are in touch with the Weave, a overpowering sense of a heartbeat seems to be thrumming from there and impacting you. And this is where we are going to turn the scene over to someone who's been very patient while you all have been doing this. So Severed.
If not a little singy.
Mm-hmm. Hey, very, very
Playing a
patient.
musical over there.
Severed, we're going to go back a little bit to give some context to your character. Can you describe to everyone what a younger version of yourself would look like as you are playing with your family, your grove? On the day that it happened.
I think very, very young girl, probably like 10 or 11, bright red hair, just like coming down like just past her shoulders and just like very straight, just like just kind of like laying flat straight down, bangs constantly in her face, wearing just like a simple, not quite a robe, almost like a almost like an oversized like t-shirt, just like this really simple like brown kind of tunic shirt that's like wrapped with like a little red band around. She's got just like tiny little fox ears poking out of her hairline on either side, bright yellow eyes, with a what are those, the like spider lilies, the like little red flowers with like the little little dealy boppers on them.
Mm-hmm.
She's like got one of those and is trying to like tie it into her shirt, like not really like wanting to wear it but not really kind of knowing how to like affix it. And she has kind of run up to her one of her parents and is just like holding it up to them with just like the biggest saddest puppy dog eyes.
What is it, child?
I want to wear this one. It won't fit though.
This is the third outfit.
Yeah.
Fine. Give it here. And your mother holds out her hand. This is something that's been going on for the past couple weeks, I would say. You having different outfits and stuff like that, being a boisterous young lady, and your mother works her stuff. Ollie, you're typing loud. the your mother works her magic, and she fixes, air quote, another one of your outfits and hands it back over to you as you go and change into it. The grove that you're in is very small. Um, your mother and father and everyone here are all druids. This small little grove is all you've ever known. And you have only known peace and joy. On this day, however, that changes. As your mother goes to hand you the outfit back, there is a loud ripping sound that seems to be coming from everywhere. The volume gets louder and louder as a sudden crack of what you think is lightning sounds out. You watch as your mother gets up, looks out. The little tent that you are in, and it only takes her 1 second, and she turns around and looks at you and yells at you, "Run, child, run!" And you watch as she reaches for you, and her body starts to be covered in crystal rapidly till her hand outstretched towards you is fully encased. You turn to run, but all you feel for the briefest sensation, for the briefest moment, is a sensation of sharp, biting cold.
Can I
Yeah, take the scene from
so
there. Take it.
So yeah, she sees this and just there's a momentary panic, just oh, what? And then she starts to run. She turns, and just not knowing where to go, just completely about faces 180, takes off, tears off in a direction. She can see all of the people of her tribe. You see, she sees some of them running along with her in the same direction. She sees some of them try to stand their ground and cast spells of abjuration and warding. You know, lights are flashing, but as she runs past them, she just hears the spells that they're incanting just cut off suddenly. Um, as she turns back briefly and sees everyone behind her is also encased in this crystal. Um, and she just runs and runs. Her breath gets ragged, and then she sees off to her right two smaller children. Um, One of them is tripped, and the other one is trying to help them up. And without thinking, she jumps in front of them, stands her ground, arms outstretched, and that's the last thing she can remember.
Time goes by. You don't know if it's minutes, days, or years. You are too young to understand this. However, slowly, you start to gain sensation. At first, it is warmth and cold. Then, well, you tell me how you slowly manifest this part of you.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna keep my headset on so I can hear.
Oh.
I gotta be right back. Give me 1 second.
There's not really a sense of time passing. There's just like this vision that she saw as she turned around to do whatever she could to save people. That as soon as that blackness hit, there's nothing. No thoughts, no awareness. But sort of like um opening your eyes rapidly after squinting very hard. Um, just like her vision returns to her, um, kind of slowly. Everything's blurry, out of focus. She can see shapes but not really recognizing what they are. And then as soon as things start to become clearer, almost like a lens flare hitting her vision, causing her to squint again. And her sight goes dark again. And she just starts to feel warm, inexplicably, starting kind of in at her core, in her center, and radiating outward, just like just a slow radiating warmth seems to return strength to her limbs as she's able to finally like open her eyes, and the forest village that she was living in is now completely encased in like fractured.
I'm back.
Not
I'm here.
Fractal,
I'm here.
like shards of crystal.
Hey,
All the people, buildings, trees, animals.
it's very unfortunate.
Everything
People
looks
joined
like
while I
it's
was
made of
gone.
glass.
Oh well. There's nothing I can do.
And what she sees from that point on is up to you, Raspy.
All this you do see. And you are hit with a multitude of emotion.
All right.
You don't know how long you are standing there staring at this, but the next sensation that you feel is one of a hand placed on your shoulder. As you turn and look, you recognize this individual only because of the fact that on rare occasions you have seen him fly. He is known primarily as the Warden, an archdruid that you don't really know what he does. Again, you were too young, but he is talked about with respect and awe. His face bears that of time and scarring. seems I was too late, child. I'm sorry.
She just at first she's just like all the visions of those last moments come back to her, and she just like bursts into tears and just like collapses into him as he like kneels down and kind of like, you know, gives her a hug. She just buries her face as deep into his chest as she can and just like cries her eyes out. And just in a raspy voice, like coming out of a throat that whose vocal cords haven't spoken ever, as if this was the first time. She just muffled by the cloth and the tears, just I tried, I couldn't. They were, I made them okay, but what happened?
It's not your fault. No.
Is the flower okay?
I'm sorry to say that everyone is, well, frozen in crystal. This happened because of a rift. A lousy attempt at opening and closing one.
I thought the rifts couldn't happen here.
But they can, apparently.
Can you fix it?
I'm sorry to say I don't know how. Not yet. But they aren't dead. They just aren't alive in the sense that you and I know them. I am looking for ways to stop these openings and finding out who is behind them. You can come with me if you want, but it is not an easy path I walk, child. I can find you another grove, more of our people to take you in, if that is your wish.
I was gonna protect them. That's all I could do. But I wasn't strong enough.
Yet.
I'm
You
gonna
weren't
protect,
strong
I'm
enough
gonna
yet.
protect everyone.
Mm.
And as she says that, she kind of looks up at him, and her yellow eyes seem to like flicker just for a bit with, you know, just kind of like, you know, when light passes by a reflection and there's just like a little white flash of movement. There's just like a little flicker behind her eyes as they seem to brighten.
He gently grabs you by your chin and lifts your head up and looks at your eyes, and then he gets this smirk. Rare. But we can work with that. Do you want to be stronger?
I'm gonna be stronger. She makes like an exaggerated pouty face.
Well then, looks as though you are now my apprentice. And I am your master. I will teach you how to become stronger. How to listen to the earth and the wind. To speak to the fire and the water. To bond with the animals and nature around you. But it will not be easy. So last chance. Do you want me to train you to become stronger?
I already said it once. Do you need me to train you to listen better?
And he just goes from chuckling to a full belly laugh, tilts his head back, and just laughs and laughs. I am Duzer, Master Duzer to you, and I will train you to be stronger. Now come. We have a long walk before we can turn in for the night. Let's find your things.
And as she kind of dusts herself off, the little red flower that had been affixed to her outfit before, she's gonna tear that off and just like find the crystallized bodies of one of the children that she tried to protect, and just put the flower on its head. I'm gonna be back. You're gonna be okay. I'm gonna be way stronger. And I'm gonna beat up whoever did this. And then she'll turn around and take the warden's hand and go forward.
And I will say, over the course of the next 10 years or so, you are trained in the druidic arts, specializing in finding rifts. As you grow in knowledge and power, Duzer imparts more knowledge upon you. You come to find out that Livros is not the only continent where rifts are happening. However, they are not happening naturally, and their frequency is increasing. He teaches you how to close them. As time goes on, we arrive at this time where the party is just outside of the Thunder Rock Mountains, where you have felt yourself being pulled. You know a rift can happen. A rift is going to happen. like smelling the lightning before it strikes, or the rain before it showers. You sense it, you feel it. The last words that your master has given you are accompanied with a sending stone, which he puts in your hand. I must attend to my duties. I think you can handle things here in Livros, but if it's too much for you, call. I will make my way back.
Yeah, you know I'm not gonna do that. You're gonna have to call me. Just tell me where the next portal is. It's fine. I got this.
Thunder Rock Mountains. I get the sense that something's going to happen there next. Now go. And be careful.
Aren't I always? Wonder if that dragon's still okay.
As long as nobody's bothered him, you should be fine. Say hello for me. And he reaches out, ruffles your hair affectionately, and then, with a thought, you watch him manifest his wings, and he flies up and away. You make your way towards the Thunder Rock Mountains, and for all intents and purposes, you are right outside what looks to be brand spanking new doors to the entryway to Fort Winterberry. And it is evening, and the guards know you and obviously know your master. And as you're being waved in, there is movement from behind you, and you watch as quickly riding on a horse that looks half dead, a messenger, a scout, pulls up, and the horse collapses. The scout stumbles forward, and guards rush out to catch him, and you overhear, Rift! In the mountains. And the messenger passes out. This is where the alarms start to be raised. And the guards aren't paying any attention to you, but now you start to feel that same thrumming that I described to everyone else. It matches your heartbeat. Or your heartbeat matches it.
Yeah, there's a momentary like step toward the scout and these guards. You said he had an act, like, did he have a physical message?
Yeah, well, no, his message was that a rift
Okay.
had opened, and
Alright.
it looks like he basically ran his horse half to death. So the horse is collapsed and is breathing heavy, and he himself collapsed. Looks as though he is wounded. But
Okay,
he's
yeah.
he's in the care of the guards now. So.
Yeah, there's a momentary step toward that, and then like as immediately as this like these like tremors and this sense kind of hits her, she kind of like gets one step, and then like her head snaps further into town where it's coming from, She just kind of like you see now, much older version of Rosalind. It's been um, many years since her training. She's closer to a young adult now. Her ears have become more prominent. Her hair is still kind of like long, draped in front of her face, but pulled back into a ponytail on the back. She's got like a big red scarf around her neck that kind of almost like a mantle. It kind of like covers up the majority of her neck and then just like droops down in like a little sash. Um, Still kind of like simple tunic shirt. Um, and almost like a pair of shorts kind of cut off halfway to the knee, but with like another little like almost like a skirt kind of draped around her waist that's like asymmetrical, like it starts really high up and then like drapes down um, to her like past her knee, and she kind of pulls out a quarter staff as she kind of her attention is drawn to this, and she just kind of well, okay, that takes out the guesswork. Good job, Scout. Great reporting. Gives him a little salute, and as she starts to run into town, she's just like, "All right, Murphy, it's time to get to work." And she's going to summon her wildfire spirit, a tiny little squirrel that, as she's running, almost leaps out from behind, like out from her scarf, and starts like running alongside her.
Okay.
Raspy.
So
At this point, do we see anything? The rest of us?
at this point, this is where all the activity is picking up, and several guards rush over to you and to your party, and are like, the mayor would the commander would like to speak with you. Now, please follow us.
Oh. Let's look at this garden. Right. So now you want to talk to a murderer.
Well, I think they're more interested in us, and you just happen to be here.
Yeah.
But, you know what? I'll let you live in your power fantasy.
Just right here in a general direction, just interested. Come on.
Alright, you two. There's work to be done.
Which two are you speaking to?
The two that are muted.
Oi.
Didn't realize I was muted.
Well,
By the way, Raspy, did we get a long rest at some point?
Yep. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
again, but
just
it is
remember.
that it is night, and then now this is like it's now evening. So I would say about supper time, evening, where it's starting to get dark. The sun is set.
Right. Right. Well, I'm ready to be heroes again
Slow your roll.
because
More mercenaries at best.
I mean, then again, we're better than heroes. I mean, heroes can't do this.
you guys
Usually.
are heroes.
Strikes opposed.
More mercenaries at best. Alright.
Hired crossbow, if you will.
Jahi, are you coming? Or would you like to stay in the trash a little longer? I can respect it, honestly.
Kind of
Might
shoot
be-
you a little glare, but waddles behind the group.
Might be a good way to let off some steam.
Yes, I'm sure there will be something to hit inside of this rift. And follow Stales, we can hit the mayor. I didn't say that.
Well, there's no mayor. It's fort commander.
You know what I fucking meant.
That guy.
Worst case scenario, you can hit the fort commander.
Yeah. All right, I guess we make our way over to the leadership of this here fort.
At
Is
the
there a
at roughly
sandbox?
about the same time, Rosalind, as you are escorted in, the sergeant of the watch, who you know very well, this is Rowan. Rowan sees you and runs
Oh,
over to you.
I
Where is
thought, like,
where's your master?
um, uh,
Quick, girl! I don't have all day, or night, as it were.
He's doing something more important. You're gonna have to deal with me. Deal with it.
Go and see the fort commander.
Why?
Because of the rift.
Yeah.
Are you daft? Is when your master's gone, do you suddenly lose every brain cell that you own?
Excuse
Go.
me.
Now, I don't have time to play this game with you.
Yeah,
Go.
no, I know you don't have time. The rift is open, which is where I'm going. I don't need to ask permission.
Rowan's
Then
on a
go.
list.
But if you talk to as he runs off, he stops and he slumps his shoulders, turns around, looks at you. If you go talk to the commander, he might offer you a reward if you can find out why this rift has happened and close it.
Oh, you're gonna pay me for something I was gonna do anyway? Oh, how generous of you. Alright, I'll go talk to your little boss. Fine. Whatever. Your funeral.
Just is seething, and this just says some things in Dwarvish and then runs off.
Yeah,
Starts barking orders.
just kind of look down at the tiny little squirrel. It's like, all right, Murphy. I guess slow your roll. We'll do this the slow way.
Salutes you.
These freaking bureaucrats. Jeez. No wonder the master sent me here. I wouldn't want to deal with these guys either.
It's taxes
So-
all over again.
No, fuck you. Okay, fuck you. Never live
Are
that
we-
down.
On the way to the commander, are we walking by that scout? Like,
No, he was
no,
at the
he
door.
collapsed.
He was at the entrance. You were not near the entrance.
alright, gotcha.
So the party is going to arrive first. You are rushed into the commander's office, and you have to sidestep a few of what appear to be different guards and soldiers running past, and he's barking off different orders and sees you all. I'm trying to remember the accent I had for him. Wasn't it a southern one?
Just dwarven. Typical.
Okay. Good you're here. Listen. What
Yeah, I'm listening.
can I give
Doesn't
you?
say anything.
What
Yeah.
can I give you for your help in closing the rift?
72,000 gold.
You're out of your god's damn mind.
You asked.
Oh, well, that's by to Fort Winterbury, I guess.
You asked.
That's a shame.
You made the dumb decision. Don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, am I here too, or is this?
No, we got here first. If you listened
Yeah,
Sever,
this
you would
is-
know.
Wow.
Oh, no, they get there first.
What do you have to offer? Since
I can pay you
apparently
5,000
72,000
gold.
gold. How say
Oh,
you? Sorry, I
I
was
can pay
talking
you-
shit.
I can pay you 5,000 gold. It's everything I own. If you can close this rift and do it quickly. Otherwise, it's gonna wake some things up we'd rather not be awake. And then I got a whole other slew of problems.
Like your grandmother, yeah, she needs her beauty sleep. It's understandable.
pulls out a short sword and whips it out and holds it right in your direction. I do not have time to play these games.
You called for
And
me.
keep my grandmother's name out of your mouth, boy.
Well, I didn't say her name, but this is... We're getting lost in the weeds.
Right, Scout, we're getting lost in... Yeah,
The
you
weeds?
said you're
Yes, I
getting
just said
lost
that.
in
Thank
weeds.
you. 5,000
Been a
gold
while.
is acceptable. For a start. We will discuss the terms of our agreement afterwards. Is this acceptable?
It's at this time, Rosalind, that you walk to the door and overhear 5,000 gold from this little cat person talking to the fort commander.
She's just
Little.
gonna
I'm
barge
worried.
she's gonna barge her way into the door. Hey, so Commander, I'm supposed to like ask you for a reward or whatever.
And he puts his sword away, and you watch as his like an almost like a relieved sigh comes in. Is the warden already going up to take care of this problem?
What? No, he's got something else on his plate. You're stuck with me. Deal with it.
Like I said,
I'm sorry, who the
5,000
fuck are
gold.
you to...
Is it quite a rude fellow, is it?
Hold on.
Who the fuck are you to just barge in here? We're having a conversation here.
That's not my problem. None of your business.
That's about the
It's
answer I
about a
expected.
fucking be your goddamn problem if you're not careful.
Like I said, I will handle this. Like I said, 5,000 gold and future terms to be negotiated. Is this acceptable?
Yeah. She like looks at the
Because
group.
otherwise you're stuck with her. Her words, not mine.
Yeah. Looks at the group and just like sees Scout. And just, oh, hey Scout, how you doing?
Who the fuck
So you
are
got out of the caves.
Oh. Wait. Rosalind?
Yeah. Thanks
Oh,
for
you
the
don't
map,
want to be
by the
stuck with
way.
her.
You
I
are
chill.
moving the temples
Okay,
of his
man.
head.
Yes, 5,000 gold. That is fine. You just need to go.
Pleasure doing
Let's
business.
walk and talk.
We have business to attend to?
Yes, let's
Oh.
walk and talk. You two can catch up while we walk and talk. Ah,
Yeah.
yes, let's go. Let's go.
Wait. Hold on. You guys are getting gold. What do I get?
You're part of the 5,000 gold. We don't have
What?
time to negotiate.
You get
5,000.
exposure like the rest of us.
I don't give a crap about the gold.
Then you get exposure like the rest of us.
People die from exposure.
The fucking dual ale joke.
Whatever. Wasting time anyway. I'll show you where the rift is. Jeez, you'd never find it anyway.
It's over there. it is glowing, beating.
It is very loud in my arcane ear.
All right. We'll
well,
head that
good.
direction.
This will be the second person today that I see that has ears. It's a common trend these days.
What ears?
Apparently.
Yes, like these cat-like thing. You're
Oh,
both cats,
I don't know what her deal is, but I am a cat, so I have cat ears.
yes? Alright, I understand that.
Yeah, that makes sense. You are a person, so you have person ears.
Ah. Well,
I would say human, but I'm not sure, honestly, at this point. You
Yeah.
refuse to tell me.
I am not sure myself, so...
That is, it sounds like an excuse.
Yeah, I would... I'll just like
Right.
start branding to myself, like...
Walk and talk. Come on now.
We've been walking and talking. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Walking and talking.
Yeah. So you guys are the Rift Hunters. Scout was telling me about you while he was lost in the tunnels.
Duh, we hunt rifts.
Rift
We're
hunters.
friends. I was not lost in the tunnels. I had a map. I know exactly where I was going.
You got lost with a map?
I was not lost in the tunnels.
Sorry, you lost me at Rift Hunters.
You don't get to have a question about this. You were not here.
True, you weren't here for the name decisioning.
It took us way too long to come up with one in the first place. We do not have time to rehash it.
Right.
We will deal with this a different time.
Alright.
For now, we're just the Rift Hunters, name to be changed at a later date.
We're not changing the name, damn it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It sounds kind of cute.
Right, so the Rift Hunters. Okay, we'll go with that. Where are we headed? I'm so confused.
Have you heard of a rift before?
No.
Well, you're in for a treat. It is this thing that
Oh.
opens up that you can walk into, and there's like a lot of things inside of it usually.
Oh, those.
Yeah, those.
Have you been living under a rock for the past year?
I could be.
I feel like this is a yes or a no question.
No. I wish I could answer it yes or no, but I can't. So.
Right. I guess
lost
you'll
it
just
back.
learn when you get older.
It's like a devilish grin. Rosalind? Was it?
Yeah.
Kieran, pleasure.
If you
What
say
the
so.
fuck? I am so thoroughly confused.
Well, now that we've introduced ourselves,
Yeah, it's kind of a weird time to get jumped into these kind of things. Well.
Well, just to give you a heads up, you're marked for death
jumping.
now.
Oh.
Oh,
He's gonna go ahead and jump into the rift.
we're not there. I don't think.
You are
Yeah.
nowhere near it yet. You gotta make it up into the mountains.
Well,
I think
luckily,
that's
because
how
we've been here for
strong
longer
I
than
Jaws
an
thought
hour,
it was right there, pulsing.
we gotta
No.
get to it.
No, that's not.
Yeah.
I
what
think you're underestimating how strong
said.
Jahi's legs are.
I said.
Yeah.
I can jump really far.
You
Even
can jump
then,
really far. You can't jump several miles away.
Yeah. So just.
But
kind
what
of
if I jump several times in a row?
Eventually, you'll make it there. Yes.
There you go. All right.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
you
just
air
kind
really
of-
hard.
looking
So-
at Siren and I know it can be kind of confusing, but as long as that confusion doesn't keep you from swinging a sword or axe or I don't know, whatever your deal is, you'll be all right.
Right.
I'm
All the-
also
all
going to
the-
give you. Go on.
I was gonna say all the confusing riff stuff I can handle. We just got to get there.
I'm also going to give you the same heads up that I gave Kieran here. You're seeing as you've met us, you're now marked for death.
I don't feel like that's a
alright.
warning as much as an inflammatory statement.
Yeah, we're gonna have to dive into that one at a later time. Don't know if I like the implications there.
I don't think we have much of a choice. Either way,
It just kind of is what it is.
You two know each other.
passing acquaintances.
Yeah, she's like doing that like kind of like backwards jog as she's trying to like get there quickly. Yeah, I mean we met a few days ago. I came here looking for this rift thingy, but it hadn't opened yet, and kind of took a stroll through the tunnels and found Scout.
Yeah.
And then he told me about something about you guys. Not a whole lot. He kind of said one of you was a robot. I'm assuming.
The robot is gone. I was not
Right,
aware
so-
of this.
Oh. Well,
I'm the person that's closest to a robot now, I guess.
The both of you went on a date.
Yeah,
Oh my! I didn't
I
know
mean-
you were.
I mean,
Well, I
I
mean,
didn't
not
know you
yet.
swung that way, Scout.
Right.
I mean, there's still plenty of time. Maybe after the rift.
let's change the conversation.
This is not the place nor time.
Let's not go there.
So I will take control of the scene before you guys
Thank you.
delve any farther into chaos.
Yeah, we've been heading toward the mountains.
Have
the
you
whole time.
met
You've
us?
been heading at a brisk jog. It takes you, I would
45
say,
business days.
a good 20 to 30 minutes.
Difficult terrain doesn't affect us because I'm a
Yep.
ranger. It's the only thing I can fucking do.
Mhm.
Hey, when I get a high enough monk levels, difficult terrain won't affect me either.
No, it doesn't affect all of us because we're in my party.
Hmm.
When I get a high enough wizard level, terrain won't affect us.
Fair
He'll be
enough.
gone.
Terrain.
Then my ability will be
There will be no-
worthless, like God intended.
Anyways, anyways, focus. So, 20 to 30 minutes go by, and as you all approach this rift, you hear movement as well as voices.
I hear movement.
Yes,
Got
you
it.
hear movement of voices. Hold on. I'm setting the scene. As you are approaching closer and closer, the earth around this area is shattered.
Difficult terrain doesn't affect us.
Scout and Roslyn, both of you pick up on the unnatural both acceleration and deceleration of plant growth in this area. Some things have bloomed when they shouldn't. Other things are shriveled and dead when they should be alive in this this season. As you all slowly approach, you see an opening into a hidden plateau. In the center of it lies an object that is pulsing. Every time it pulses, you feel it hit your chest and resonate with your heartbeat. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Various different Oni, adorned in their different clan colors and bearing their respective symbols, all surround this object in a loose perimeter. They are glaring and growling at each other, but not fighting. But there is a distinct air of tense watchfulness between all of them. As you all watch from out of the sky, landing right in the center of them all, boom, is a figure. As this figure stands up, it is wearing a mask. The mask itself is of a pale yet polished metal that seems to be resembling a bird of prey with its wings outstretched. As this figure stands up and walks towards this pulsing item, some of the Oni incline their heads respectfully. Others growl and grip onto their weapons. But no one makes an aggressive move. The figure holds out a hand towards this object for a moment, and then in a loud voice that resonates through the entire plateau, but is still muffled, you hear, "The flow strengthens. Soon the barriers will be weak enough." An Oni that Jahi would recognize as a member of the Clan of Greed, identified by the armor and the symbol of avarice, steps forward. "And what of the mortals? They grow bolder in their explorations. They could disrupt everything." The figure with the mask throws back their head and laughs.
Hey, Robbie. Thank you.
Let them play their games. Every sealed rift weakens the veil further. They're but tools for our purpose, whether they realize it or not. They gesture towards the object. Focus on the task at hand. We harness this power for all of us,
It's going well.
not for those who would squander it.
Shit's going down now.
Now,
Probably don't like too much longer.
they walk over and pick it up. Cleanse this area and seal the rift. I will see you at the next site. Bending down and jumping up, you watch as the figure ascends higher and higher into the sky, like a falcon taking wing, and then is gone. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Called that.
Yeah.
So-
I was gonna say, like, as all that's like happening, just like turn to the nearest person and just like, yeah, I've done a few of these rifts before. This is not normal. This is gonna be a little bit more difficult. Kind of glad you guys are here.
Well, you know.
Okay, so you know about rifts, but the pale man over here doesn't. Okay, fair enough.
To all the gods, young and old, what the fuck is this?
That is a rift, my dear friend.
Yeah, she just turns it. All right,
Pull an innocent guy into a
Yeah.
rift.
just like, buckle up, pretty boy. It's not gonna get any simpler.
Oh,
Yeah.
Christ almighty.
Things
Pretty
are about
boy.
to-
I mean, which one of the boys here are you talking to?
Obviously, the cat.
Yeah.
We're
Duh.
all just like Vogue
You
fashion
see the
magazine
ears.
poses. Also, Drown is like being running, carrying Eleonora by the head.
By the head with like one hand.
Yeah, with like one hand, like just like Eleonora's like ragdolling there.
Are you sure that cat's alive? Oh.
Eleonora, flip a bird.
So it's a bird. Okay, so
Right.
Likewise, huh?
It's going quite all right. Bird flipped, sir.
Oh, yes. Cheerio.
Cheerio.
Oh,
Bird has been
shit.
flipped, huh?
and on that note, we are going to end tonight's session. So thank you everybody for being here, and tune in next week where we see what the party is going to do with the situation in front of them. So we'll see you later, nerds. Bye.
All right. I peaked my microphone. That was very loud. That was certainly a session of all time. I actually really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. All things considered, I think it was really, really good. So, you know, things happened. We were kind of pivoting on our feet there for a little bit, but hey, we got it. We made it work. Things are good. So, I have a little bit of news. Some things are going on with me to where I should have simultaneously more and less time. So, here's what that means. I've got some stuff going on to where I'm not... How do I say this? Some of the things that I was doing throughout the week are no longer happening. Like, ever. At this point in time. Then, on top of that, I'm picking up a few other things that are going to make me a little busier. So my stream schedule is going to be changing a little bit, like I knew it would, and like it has been kind of slowly over the last month. So I will get the stream schedule written down and uploaded to Twitch as soon as I can. Just know that some of these days and times might shift a little bit. I plan overall to add more stream time. So it should be a net positive, but it might be at the cost of, you know, longer streams here and maybe one less stream there. So it should be You know, we're kind of figuring it out. We're in uncharted waters at the moment, so we're gonna figure it out as we can. But yeah, there's some stuff going on. That being said, I am going to ramp up TikTok video production. I've got a bunch of ideas going through my head. I just need to sit down and like do them with the setup and the things, so you know how that goes. But yeah, be on the lookout for those. Be on the lookout for more streams. Best way to know if I'm going live is to join the Discord, which is down in the description below. That is going to be changing. That Discord's not going away, so if you do join that Discord, you'll still get notified. But I'm going to be changing that Discord that's in the description to a Mythic Discord, which is another server that I'm trying to grow, as well as the Unseen Horizons Discord, which will be for me specifically streaming, as well as the rest of these guys, if they so desire. So I'm going to have a couple things going on. We've got some stuff working. It's going to be great. It's going to be good. It's going to be awesome. But yeah, that is all I have for y'all today. If you enjoyed the stream, please drop a follow. I would greatly appreciate it. It would be awesome. It would be sick. It would be great. But, you know, we will catch you all next time. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I will catch you all later.